If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button. It really does go a long way. And don't forget to subscribe. The Almost Daily Vlog, we do a brand new video almost every single day. And you don't want to miss anything. Now, before we get into some sneakers, we got a lot of sneakers to the left of me.
Like I ain't got a header to the left of me.
Before we get into the sneakers though, the Uncivilized Champion Mesh Shorts will be available August 16th. 12 p.m. Eastern Time, MrFormerSimpson.com, $40, size is small to 2XL, and yes, we do ship internationally. So, a lot of people have been asking us about the shorts since I posted on social and getting a lot of questions. So, those are the release details. Now, speaking of getting asked questions, Boost. We've been doing a lot of Boost videos. Boost is life. We want to do videos that are relevant to you all and to the questions that we get asked. And because I wear so much Boost, you wear a ton of Boost too, I wear a ton of Boost, it just makes sense. And we get asked all the time, what's the most comfortable Boost? How does this Boost fit compared to another Boost? You know, which one is the best? You know, just kind of like comparing them all, right? Like, everyone knows about Boost at this point, but it's like now there's so much Boost to pick from. It's not like, okay, when the Ultra Boost first came out and that pretty much was what you had to pick from. Yeah. Now there's tons of options, and so it really kind of changes things a little bit as far as which one do I buy. So with that said, we're going to dive right in. I got a bunch of sneakers over here. We're going to start with the brand new 2017 Adidas Crazy Explosive. Now, we're going to talk about the basketball sneaker first because they're very different from the casual or the running Boost sneakers. In a way, the most Boost. Like, you sit up the highest in this sneaker. Absolutely. But it's a firmer Boost, and that's the thing. When you're playing basketball, you don't want it to be too squishy. And that was a problem when they first implemented Boost into basketball sneakers, is it was too squishy, and that doesn't work on court. They've really nailed it down now. And they've got it so it's a lot of Boost, but it's a firmer, more responsive feel. I agree. This is the one Boost sneaker that fits snug, in my opinion. Sizing is so tough because people have different feet, they like different fits, etc. For me, I would like a 13 and a half. I wear a size 13. This is the only Boost sneaker that I would probably prefer a half size up. Let's talk about the predecessor just very quickly because it's also a basketball sneaker. The Adidas Crazy Explosive Prime Knit Low. These are the two best basketball sneakers on the market right now, and it's not even really close in my opinion. Now, fit-wise, these are true to size. Yep. They don't fit as snug as the 2K17, which I like a little bit better. I think the fit is better on this pair. The Boost is, we don't really have to talk about it much because it's the same type of thing as far as it's a lot of Boost, but it's a little bit more firm. Yeah. And so that's that. So these are the basketball options, and that's why we wanted to show those first. And we get a ton of questions on which basketball sneaker to go with. Honestly, it really just depends. Both of them are awesome. I play in both. Okay, so now let's move over to, I guess, the casual line. I just didn't want to mix the basketball stuff into the casual and the runners because it's a lot different, and rightfully so. So first up is the Adidas NMD. We're showing you these first because we're kind of start at the bottom, so to speak, and work our way up. This is the least amount of Boost. So much so that if you're used to wearing Ultra Boost, this doesn't even feel like a Boost sneaker. That's how slim the Boost is, especially in the forefoot. Yeah, I agree. The Boost isn't substantial compared to the other Boost sneakers. If this was the only Boost on the market ever, you'd probably think it was great. Yeah. But because there's sneakers with a lot better Boost, these are kind of like, at least comfort-wise, these are not anything special. Now, I do love the upper. It's like a very similar to the Ultra Boost, very free-feeling, not restrictive at all. Let's talk about the fit. A little big. Definitely a little big. I would say at least a half size big. Yeah. Definitely run a little bit big. You know, with any of these sneakers, by the way, if you are interested in any of these shoes, we will put links in the description if you want to grab a pair. But having said that, if you're not sure about the fit, go into your local mall. Go into your local sneaker store and try a pair on. For the most part, this is all stuff that you can go and try on.
Yeah.
And there's really only one way to know how something fits your foot, and that's to go try it on. So they do run a little bit big, and the Boost is too thin for my liking. Next up is the Adidas Pure Boost. Very, very nice sneaker. I'd say of their runners, because they're basically all would be in that category,
Yeah.
that this is the most performance oriented.
Yeah.
You know, almost so much so that you almost would include it with the basketball stuff. Obviously, you wouldn't play basketball in the sneaker. Don't do that. This is definitely the most running sneaker. Like actual, I'm going to get out and run a mile. Like I don't know that I'd want to run a mile in most of these.
Yeah.
But this is one that you definitely could do that in. It has the most tread on the bottom. It's the most durable by far. And even the upper is kind of a more durable kind of feel to it. This is the best fitting sneaker. It's true to size. It's really shaped like a foot. The look of it isn't nearly as nice, especially from over the top, but fit-wise, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So it's the best fitting Boost sneaker, in my opinion, in your opinion as well. Now, the Boost, again, I put it above the NMD, but that's it. It's a little bit firmer, and so for that reason, it's a little lower on the totem pole comfort-wise. So the Pure Boost is definitely a good look, but fit-wise, top of the list. Comfort-wise, not as much.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is all relative. This is more comfortable than 99.9% of the sneakers that exist right now. We're comparing these to other Boost sneakers, and so that's why it may seem a little bit harsh, but it's all relative. Next in line is the Adidas Iniki Runner. This is one of Bucket's favorite sneakers. It's one of my new favorite sneakers. It's my new favorite Boost. I just love the look of these. But let's talk about the Boost. The Boost on these is chunky.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're really sitting up there. It's a good look Boost-wise. These are more comfortable than the NMD and the Pure Boost.
I agree.
When you're talking about the Boost.
Yeah.
The fit of these is, in a way, the most snug. They're true to size, but a little bit stockier.
Yeah.
I guess would be the right word. And very, very, very comfortable. Next up is the Adidas 350 Boost V2 Yeezy. This is definitely one of my most worn sneakers right now. I absolutely love these. So much better than the first 350 model in every aspect, basically. Let's talk about the comfort on these. This is the squishiest of the Boost sneakers. And that kind of makes them the most comfortable in a way. They're the least athletic.
Yeah.
So they don't need to be responsive at all. And I love how squishy they are because, you know, you're just walking around and it feels like you're walking on clouds. It's underrated how comfortable the Yeezys are. And maybe because they're more limited, not as many people have them, but unbelievably comfortable. The only thing that I want to mention, because, and we haven't been talking about the uppers much, the materials much, but this material is almost not itchy, but it's kind of a little bit of a rougher textured material. And if you wear them all day, like I did yesterday, I went to Miami. I was up at 6 in the morning and didn't get back till 10 o'clock at night. I had these on my feet the entire time. The upper starts to kind of get a little bit irritating. Like you really know you have a sneaker on as opposed to like that free feeling that we mention a lot. Let's talk about the fit because we probably get more fit questions on the Yeezy than anything else.
Yeah.
Because it's not a shoe you can go in and try on at the store. So that makes it a little bit trickier. And the V2 model, I've seen everything. I've seen people say they run big. I've seen people say they run a full size small, all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's put the rumors to bed, so to speak.
Okay.
This shoe fits true to size. It may feel a little bit snug right out of the box, but they do loosen up a little bit. I have a big size 13 foot, and I'm still saying that these do not run snug. For the people who go a full size up on this shoe,
You're a savage.
you are a savage, my friend. I don't know how you do that. That would feel like you would had a potato sack on your foot. Like it's like literally, there's no need to go up on them. That's the deal with these. This is the second most comfortable Boost in my humble opinion. Last and definitely not least, in fact, these are the best of the Boost, is the Adidas Ultra Boost 3.0. It's probably no surprise. Those of you who follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, I rant and rave about this shoe. The Ultra Boost in general, the Ultra Boost line, has been my most worn sneaker over the past 3 years. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
New phone, who this? Got ya. You try to sneak it in there, huh? Ah, see ya. So let's talk about the fit on these real quick because these fit humongous.
They're big. I would say they're at least a half size big.
At least a half size big and maybe a full size big depending on where your foot's at in your size. You know what I mean? Like how I always judge it is like, yo, could I fit a size 12? And I think I could wear a size 12 in the 3.0. You can wear these all day and it literally feels like you're walking around on clouds barefoot. It's that crazy. This is the top dog. This is the best Boost sneaker. Now, it's been around for a little while, so it's not a new Boost sneaker. But this is the best. This is the cream of the crop. This is the king of the mountain. This is all that in a bag of chips.
I agree.
There it is. So, bam. There you have it. You know, there are other Boost sneakers, but we wanted to keep it to the sneakers that we get asked about the most. We wear the most because we have the most experience with them. So these are all sneakers that get a ton of wear from us. And so we have kind of expert opinions. Yeah, not really. Just shoes we wear a lot.
Yeah.
Anyways, we get asked about the stuff all the time and thought that it would be good to kind of, you know, organize them and explain them relative to each other as opposed to just Boost is life, comparing it to other sneakers, judging them a little bit more harshly, comparing them to themselves. That is it. You want to say anything to the people? You've been a little quiet today. You want to thank them?
Appreciate you guys very much.
The anti-hype beast. He's a man of few words. A man of few words. So yeah, I think that is all. Thank you for tuning in as always. Like Bucket said, we really, really do appreciate you. We have an awesome trip coming up. You are going to want to tune in because we're going to be all over the place and it's going to be very, very dope. I got nothing else for right now. This is Buckets. I am Foamy. Right here. Like I put my foot in this and I just hear like Pocahontas singing to me like in the mountains. You know, like up in the clouds. It's just like, have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Have you ever painted with all the colors of the sun?
That's not the right words, but yeah.
Fuck.